Hey there! Welcome back to Pacer Talks About Bullying. I'm Bailey. We're glad you're here. You might notice that my wave will look a little bit different the next few weeks because I broke my wrist, but we're excited to keep bringing you episodes. This week, we have teens answering some of our most frequently asked questions about bullying. They'll talk about everything from the difference between bullying and conflict to how peer pressure plays a role in the whole thing. They have some amazing advice and ideas, so let's hear what they have to say. What's the difference between bullying and conflict?
Conflict is something that you can resolve by just asking them to stop, and bullying is something when you ask them to stop, they consistently keep going at it and they just don't stop when you ask them to. And conflict's more of a littler situation as to where bullying is more something that affects you every day. Or I'd handle a conflict, I'd just talk to the person. As for bullying, I'd probably get someone else involved if it didn't stop and I already asked them to stop.
How does peer pressure impact bullying?
I think that when it comes to bullying, peer pressure can have an effect on whether people choose to the bystanders choose to respond or not. Because of peer pressure, people could be like, whoa, no one's doing anything, so it'd be weird if I did something. But on the opposite hand, peer pressure can also help. People can be like, whoa, this, if you spread the word that, whoa, this is wrong, then other people might feel more comfortable about standing up.
Does bullying happen more often than adults think?
I think bullying does happen a lot more than adults think, mainly because we now have access to Snapchat, Instagram, all these other internet places where we can hide behind the screens and we can say meaner things without people knowing that, and it's harder for older generations to navigate this, as well as younger generations won't speak up to adults what's going on or if they're being bullied, and so it's hard for adults to realize what's going on in those people's lives.
What if you tell an adult about bullying and it isn't helpful?
If you tell them about a situation and it isn't helpful, first maybe try re-explaining it, emphasizing different points that maybe they didn't pick up on the first time. Also, of course, don't get mad at them because adults have been taught, that it's good to have you work through your emotions by yourself, or maybe just reevaluate the situation or try to ignore it and hope it goes away. And then also remember, if that doesn't work or re-explaining doesn't work, that you have multiple adults in your life that love you and care about you, and there's many different opinions that you can seek out.
And that wraps up this week's episode of Pacer Talks About Bullying. If you want to read more about some of our other frequently asked questions, you can check those all out on our website. The link is right below. We'll see you right back here next week, and remember, together we can create a world without bullying. See ya!